Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play. So we just attempted this simulation. And yeah, we got something a little bit, going a little bit, but didn't really do much. And let's get back out. Gale should still be out here if I'm not mistaken.
He's not here.
Why? This operation is taking way too long already.
Warning. The emergency system has been activated. Emergency lockdown in progress.
Oh, we're stuck in here.
What's going on?
Oh, Kirk must have tripped off the security system. That fool.
What's your status, Regina? I'm reading an emergency lockdown in your section.
We're trapped inside here. Kirk must have triggered it off. We didn't touch anything.
Can you clear it?
I'll see what I can do.
What's wrong with this thing?
Cool it, Gale. We'll find a way out somehow.
I like how he's sort of growling. What's wrong with this thing? Alright, so first and foremost, we're locked in here, so we're gonna pretend like there's something wrong with the lock. So we are gonna deal with that right now. Oh, right. There's no open-close device on the lid of this panel. The lid is fixed in place with screws. So what we're gonna do is... I was just looking at my ammo situation. I'm not too thrilled with it, but we'll live with it. I'm still kind of pissed that I had to use a resuscitation. But what can you do? Alright, so we need the screwdriver. Will we remove the screws? Yes, we can, so we can deal with the circuit panel. Alright, so this is yet another sort of visual puzzle in a way, and this is us matching this pattern. And so basically we have to combine these three patterns to match the pattern in the bottom left. And so what I always like to do is I like to try to figure out if there's any one of the panels that can only be in one configuration based on at least one of the pieces. So for instance, let me just see here. So I know, for instance, that let me just do this so you guys can see it. So in the bottom left pattern, you see how in the bottom left corner, it's a 3x3 grid, right? The bottom left corner, there's absolutely nothing. It's completely empty. There's no green line through it. And I'm looking at this particular panel right here, I'm sorry, and it's impossible for this panel to supply that bottom left piece. So it's not gonna come from here. It's gonna either come from here or here. So this could be it. Maybe. I don't know for sure. Oops. I don't know for sure yet, but, then again, this piece could also be configured like this. Alright, what else can we figure out? The other thing that I'm noticing as well is that this panel, this leftmost panel, does not provide the top left piece. So you see how the top left piece has like this thing? So it also doesn't supply that piece. So that piece can either come from here, if this panel remains this way. Can it come from here? Not like that. No. Okay. So here we are. So this panel right here, this middle one, it has to be in this orientation. So there you have it. Okay. So what that means is that let's talk about the bottom right maybe for a minute. Bottom right can come from here. Can the bottom right come from... It could come from this one too. What else? I'm sorry, one second. What else can we do here? You see something. One more thing. Okay, I think I'm noticing something too. So middle left in the bottom pattern can only come from this panel, because the leftmost one, or the leftmost pattern, does not supply that piece. It's not possible. There's no orientation that allows me to have that. And so what that means is that this is the only configuration where I can get that piece in the middle left. So that must mean that this panel goes this way. So what that means is that I know that, for instance, the bottom right piece, the one that goes down like this, has to come, actually, yep, it has to be this way. Okay, so now I know these have to be the orientations or the configurations for these pieces. Now it's just a matter of, so it's not just about turning them a certain way, it's also about the order that you put them in. So what I know for sure is that, right? Is that right? This piece must go on top of this. Is that right? Okay. This one goes on top of that one. This one goes on top of that one, and then this one goes on top of that one. So this one first, this one second, this one third, and there you go. That's how I solve it.
The emergency lockdown has been bypassed. You have 10 minutes until this section is sealed off.
We'd better get moving. We've bypassed the door lock and we're on our way out.
That's great, but the entire underground area is crawling with dinosaurs. You'll never be able to make it through there.
Don't sweat it. I'll take them all out one by one if I have to.
Brilliant plan, fearless leader, but I have a better one. These readouts tell me there's an emergency escape hatch in the dock's private quarters. You should be able to make a clean break through there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but there's one problem. The hatch is password locked through the mother system.
Forget it. If you can't crack the code before the dinosaurs rush in, we'll be completely trapped.
I know. You just have to trust me.
I don't.
Fine. What about you, Regina?
Make your choice.
Oh, make your choice. Here's choice number 2. All right, so basically this section's gonna get sealed off, so we have to figure out how do we get out of here. We can go with Gale, who basically, you know, I say brute forces it, and this is his tendency. He'll fight through dinosaurs to get from one area to another or to achieve something. And then Rick has the more sort of indirect approach, which is to kind of figure out, maybe it's a longer way around, but it's a little bit safer. It's not always 100% safe. You will probably still fight dinosaurs and whatnot, but it tends to be a bit safer. So because of that, I tend to go with Rick's strategy. I tend to follow Rick for much of the game. So what I would recommend is, before you get up to this decision, if you decide to, I can't really offer you any words of advice because I'm not familiar with Gale's strategy. I'm sorry. I should one day play this and do Gale's, pick nothing but Gale's decisions. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how different the game is. But if you decide, this is decision number 2, I believe, if you decide to go with Rick's strategy, you really should have a pen and paper next to you, because of what Rick said. There's going to be some passwords that you're going to need to enter, and you need to, unless you have a solid memory, which I sure don't. So we're going to go with Rick's strategy. And I'm going to save here. Definitely. I'll save over file 2. So yeah, definitely you really would be good with a pen and paper or a notebook. Because what will happen is that Rick will reveal multiple passwords to you, like 3 of them, and you have to make sure you're inputting them. He's gonna explain it again, or he's gonna explain it here, but you have to make sure you're inputting them properly. You can release the emergency hatch with this computer terminal. Will you operate the terminal? So you're gonna see me actually looking down. I'm looking down at my notebook. I'm gonna be writing it as he's showing it to me, just to make it easier.
Got it! I just cracked into the mother system.
Good work, Rick.
It was nothing. But that's just the beginning. The release code for the hatch automatically rewrites itself periodically. We have access, but we're down to 2 chances to clear it. So let's make sure we get it the first time around.
Okay.
I'm going to force the system to display the release codes. Make sure you enter them exactly as displayed. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. B, C, B, F, A. Oh, that's it. B, C, B, F, A. And the codes get longer as you go. So B, C, B, F, A. I don't want to know what happens if you screw this up. You might just then have to fight your way out and go the way Gale went, which is a waste of time, so...
Transmitting the next.
Okay. D. A. C. B. B. D. E. Okay, got it. So they get longer, and they make it a little bit more complicated by now. Oh, they're flipping 2 cards at a time, so to try to fool you or something, to look at the wrong card, I guess. So D, A, C, B, B, D, E. Okay, and then the third and final code.
Transmitting the final code. Almost there.
Alright. B, D, E, B, A, D, E, A. That's it. So the codes get longer and they change how they reveal them to try to trip you up. So you have to be careful with that. So B, D, E, B, A, D, E, A. And that should do it. So, I mean, this is definitely not bad. And if you could save ammo...
Excellent. You got mad skills. Now don't waste any time. Just get out of there.
Just do this. Oops. Yes, let's use that emergency hatch. So definitely if you make that decision, you really should have a pen and paper handy next to you.
Hold it. Dr. Kirk, we've come to help. We're representatives from your nation's government.
My nation? I'm touched. And what do you government agents want with me?
Shut up. You're coming with us if I have to knock you out and drag you back myself.
Well, according to the government, I'm officially deceased, correct?
If that's the way you want it, I'd be more than happy to oblige. So what'll it be, genius?
Relax, Agent. My study is nearing its final stages. Magnificent, isn't it? But I can't leave before I've analyzed the final results.
I don't give spit about your results. I'm taking you back under orders, so shut up and follow me. Regina, locate the communication facility and call in the extraction chopper.
You can't do this! I have rights!
But you're dead.
According to command, your government property, pal. I suggest you take it up with them.
No! They can't do this to me! They deserted me 3 years ago and now they want me back? This is preposterous!
Shut up.
Then shut up, idiot! You lame, flat-top, jaw-headed...
Shut up. Where's the communication room?
Take the elevator up from the control room.
I need a card to access that elevator. I know you've got one. Hand it over, Doc.
Fine.
So, we're all set then. I'll meet you at the heliport.
Hey, wait, where are you going?
I have a little unfinished business to take care of. I'll drop this guy off with Rick. Now get moving.
Unfinished business?
Right, so I'll go back to the control room that Rick has tended to work out of for much of the game so far. I can go... Oh yeah, there's a handy shortcut that's over here, I believe. Isn't there? Maybe. By the way, that scene is just great. So we finally got to meet Dr. Kirk in the flesh. He reminds me of... Let me just see something. This is the door, or... He reminds me of Liquid Snake in Metal Gear Solid. There's a fucking dinosaur right here. Oh god. Oh my god. And I knew there was gonna be a dinosaur in there. He still startled me. Okay, so this is that shortcut that I mentioned earlier. Very handy, especially right now. So we can make it back to the control room. And what's nice is that we're gonna be heading on to the heliport, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Ultimately. Well, first we have to signal the helicopter. So we can get the F off of this island. The dinosaur's here, so I have to be careful. Where is he? I know he's in here. Fuck. Fuck. Alright. Ha! Bye. And also, another thing about that scene is Gale says a line like something about something doesn't mean spit or something. I gotta go back and I've already forgotten it so bad. But oh, I don't give spit about whatever. And it's just funny how this is still that time where I guess games didn't really say, you know, more intense curses like the F-bomb, or I like I say F-bomb and I literally said an F-bomb earlier on in the game. Or you know, shit or whatever. Will I save my progress up until this point? Yeah, you know what? I will. We got quite a few things done, which is mainly we escaped from B1 before it got locked down. So it's a good thing. I think I got everything done that I wanted to get. I might have missed some items there, unfortunately, but you know, what can you do? There was also an item box that I didn't get. A red one too with ammo, so I'm kind of annoyed with that. So it's just funny how lines were written. I mean, this game said ass earlier, so, you know, baby steps, I suppose. Rick is not here. But I've used the ID card that Dr. Kirk so kindly gave us when we asked him politely. At gunpoint. And where are we? Communication room. So what's nice is that I believe this is a save room, and with good reason. Slag bullets, you say, huh? Oh, I have 15 of them. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is a red one. This is lovely. Alright. This is not really a file I can read. And that's not really anything I can interact with. So yeah, I was mentioning in a previous video about tank controls. Hey. Okay, let's do that. And, you know, I was mentioning how I feel like tank controls, like a lot of people sort of, in my opinion, I think unfairly kind of say, oh, tank controls are kind of, you know, they're outdated, they're not ideal, they're not... Wow, I was able to use none of those with the items that I had. And I disagree. I feel like, honestly, with anything... Do I want slag or do I want SG? You know what? Slag? I feel like... my feeling is, with any game, I always have to get used to the controls anyway. It's like, you always have in many games, even modern games, you know, the tutorial. Oh, press X to do this. Like, I'm actually playing Hitman 3 right now, just for fun, like myself. And it's like, oh, press this button to drag, you know, to drag a body to a closet or to a cabinet. Press this button to do this, press that button to do that. So it's just like, I feel like with any game, you have to learn the controls, you know? And it's just... And with everything, it's a process. You just kind of get used to it. Like, my first time, I need this antenna key. My first time through or playing Resident Evil 2, I was spinning in circles in the first screen. I couldn't get past the first screen because I couldn't figure it out. I am saving, by the way. But then you figure it out from there, and then you get used to it, and then you're fine. That's just my feeling about it. But to me, I don't understand what feels dated about it. Maybe you guys can fill me in on that. Alright, so let's go back. Okay, so this door, by the way, leads back to that hallway. One of the first hallways that I was in. I picked up items in there, but I didn't kind of completely explore it. Well, what is there to explore? That's the hallway to the lounge and to the chief's room. There is that cabinet that I still need to unlock in the lounge. And the file to get the code for that is here, which I didn't realize until I tried playing the game. Will you read the memo? As a result of tonight's experiment, a strong magnetic storm may occur. Consequently, the communication department will close at 6 p.m. At that time, the antenna will be temporarily stored. To prepare for the emergency, be sure to check the weapons storage locker in the lounge. You can unlock it with the combination 8159. So this is the combination for that. I thought it was the other combination that I got. Recently, inexperienced guards have been assigned here, and a common problem is that they do not know how to use the DDK. Here are some points that may not be clear in the manual. Okay, make sure that your staff becomes familiar with this important information. After you set the DDK to the door's locking device, you'll be asked to enter the password code. You will then need to derive the code by using the basic elimination rule. So basically, it can give you letters. So I should have read this file earlier to get the combination for that safe, but I didn't even think to come here because I knew I would need to come here later. So I will go to that lounge at some point. So luckily for us, we got this antenna key. And the activation key has been set. Preparations for antenna activation are complete. All right, so that, that's a thing. Is that all I needed to do there? This panel activates the stored antenna, which we did. Yeah, by the way, if you have a sick antenna like this, you're probably going to get 500,000 channels, including 7,600 from Pluto. Passageway to the communication area. Okay. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Don't know why those doors are locking.
The emergency lock on the second floor's just been activated.
I'm a bit busy right now. Do something about it.
Don't sweat it. I'll release the lock.
Okay, so here we go. Gotta run. And he'll slam and knock me down. There you go. That happens every single time, by the way. Okay, so gotta employ the same strategy, which is not to do that. I shot too early and he ate me as a result. Let's do that again. Oh god, oh no! Are you fuck? Oh, I had another resuscitating medicine. Okay, I thought I had one. Alright. Why the fuck was she I don't understand.
It's open. All clear.
Unbelievable. Sorry, I was just focusing on that.
Regina, do you copy?
Finally, signal.
Signal's weak.
give you the abridged version. Mission complete. Scrub the initial plans and pick us up at the heliport immediately.
The heliport?
This entire island's a bloodbath. The only survivor not on the team is the doctor. I'll give you the details later. Just get back here and pick us up ASAP.
Roger, I'm on my way.
Okay, sorry, I was kind of annoyed with that. I used 2 resuscitating items. Or resuscitations. Which... Oh, I still have one more. Okay, interesting. Alright. Yeah, the timing is really crucial.
Regina, what's your situation?
The chopper's on its way here.
Great. Don't waste any time. And remember, use the main entrance to get to the heliport.
Alright, so we have to make it to the heliport now. What's in here? Anything? I have some SG bullets to kind of make up for some of the stuff that I used up. However, importantly, there are going to be a few items that I do want to pick up. I might keep some healing items on me just in case, so I might put some of that away. I'm just thinking if there's anything else that I want to... I'm still kind of like... I'm kind of annoyed that I had to use 2 resuscitating items. I'm not sure how much of that will make it into the edit, but... That was annoying. That was really annoying that I had to do... That I died twice to the T-Rex. So the timing is crucial in terms of shooting him, so that way he doesn't eat you and of course instantly kill you. Now, I have to make it to the heliport, but remember how I said that you get the code for the lounge, the safe in the lounge? Let's go get it now. And we're just gonna make our way over very quickly, a quick little detour. And we will eventually make it to the heliport. Okay. Save my progress up until this point. Let's do that. As a matter of fact, I'm just kind of looking at the time and I'm thinking it might be kind of a... Yeah, you know what? I don't want this video to go too long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and save it here, and then we're gonna pick up next time, where I'm gonna pick up the part from the safe. I think it's a handgun part, I believe. And then we're gonna make it to the heliport and see if we're able to get extracted from this facility. So, pop a quick save right there. I'll pause. Oh, you know what? I'll just leave it right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode.